offense readies for a first down and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. He's going to let it flop. It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kyle Rudolph from a yard out. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for an onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. 2-point game, they have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the victory.
They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley.
Offside, defense.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. And the Chiefs offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that would...
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked up, that could possibly seal this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to return. This is Brandon. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. In for the score. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go.
With a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start. Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee with time running out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 82.
Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This a long one from 54. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the kick at this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lefty, lefty. Great, great.
Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Wentz on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
82, 82. Great 15, great 15.
Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Second down, Vic. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Antonio Brown, 45 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Shorty.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first down, Wentz. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here's Vic following the interception. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He gets it to Brown, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Play action. Now Wentz. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
By 20, by 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone. Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really...
Hey, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
82, 82. Shorty.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz escaping. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
190.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Eagle. Right 20.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2nd down, Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked up by Champ Bailey. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Shorty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And the Rams now coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They just get the play off. Now Vick. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Vick now. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On 3rd down, Vick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here's Michael Vick. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ray Lewis was dialed in for that tackle, as he usually is, and throughout his career, built a reputation as not just a leader and intimidating force at middle linebacker, but a guy who made other players better around him. The Ravens didn't allow a single 100-yard rusher in 51 straight games from 1998 to 2001 with him running the show. That's quite a stat, and hey, it doesn't look like they're going to yield a 100-yard rusher in this game we're watching right now either. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5, and just like that, it's third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here's Vic following the interception. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
By 20, by 90.
Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
By 20, by 20. By 20.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Reggie White in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
82. Black.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But, hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Coleman on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
20.
They will run again with Coleman. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
On. 90. 20.
Vic to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now good for 18. Back to throw. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Gold is able to put it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Being chased out left. Room to run inside the 40. And will finally be taken down at the 18. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Vic. Flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Michael Vick. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it into the end zone. But a flag down here, and I think they're going to get another shot at this. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.